What's up, you guys? Your boy is looking rough. I haven't had time for nothing, but I have had time to think through the name change. So let's let some people get up in the room. We're going to talk about that for a minute as we take this lovely ride to work together. I got a lot of people on the schedule today, which is good. It's good. We're testing some new products. Can't talk much about them, but they're working out pretty good. And I think when they come to market, people are gonna love them. And there's another little piece of news that's attached to a bigger piece of news that I'm not sure I could really talk about it yet, because nothing's like set in stone yet. But basically, we might be taking the 6 phases of the fade, and we might be getting it out to a lot of people. So that's kind of the idea. So I have a trip planned to go to Buffalo to visit family eventually. And when I take this trip, I'm actually gonna be flying out to Austin instead. Like I thought that I was gonna go anyhow. Yeah, so I'm gonna be going to Austin to teach a class. So we're gonna be teaching people that are gonna go out and then teach my system. So that's kind of interesting, kind of exciting to me. I put this whole thing together and thought this whole thing through. It took me, 10 years. And let's talk about the name change. All right, so what happened to Full Send Blends? Why did I change my name back? All right, so this is the thing. I was curious to see what would happen, and I really should have probably given it a little bit more time. But the more I thought about it, and the algorithm and having the name and everything like that, the more I thought about it, the more I felt like I just don't care. I just want my name back. It was so weird at the end of those videos. This is Full Send Blends. It just didn't feel right, This is the YouTube Barber Academy. This is, that's what I felt like. And then I thought, I have my logo attached to 1,000 videos and all these other things. And then I thought, what if somebody else took the name YouTube Barber Academy? Would I even have rights to all of my stuff, even though I created it? So it was more or less like, you know what? We're going to keep rocking exactly the way we have, except for things are only going to get better. And I will probably eventually start a second channel that we're going to do a lot of other stuff on. But you guys are going to vlog with me on this next trip, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. So he said, don't change for what you believe, for the ones that don't believe in you. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I can't. If I'm going to do anything, I'll start another channel, but I can't keep that Full Send Blends name. There's just too many things that I didn't really think through, that I just didn't like about it, and it really doesn't quite encompass like what's going on at this channel. So I'm kind of grateful it's back. Like, it felt like such a relief to do it yesterday, but it also kind of coincides with like what the future plan is. So with the YouTube Barber Academy and the 6 phases, the development of the 6 phases, just so you guys know, that was very difficult to put together. I don't know who's all watched the 6 phases, but basically what I've done in those videos was I've broken down certain parts of learning how to cut hair to make it bite-sized, more digestible, and a little bit easier. So one of the other things I'm gonna be working on is the shorts. I wanna have a shorts playlist of the 6 phases. So that's another thing that we're gonna be working on. But the thing is that curriculum that we created was basically like, okay, phase 1, how do we start every fade? How do we debulk, put the line in, and do the electric shaver? Now, the nice thing about having a video like that is I could pretty much start my videos with that portion already done. where we're moving on into phase 2. So phase 2, clipper over comb, shear over comb. Those are separate classes. Those are difficult techniques to learn. It takes a lot of people many years to master those. Phase 3, I think it makes sense to cut the top. This is kind of something that I noticed, and I just thought about, like, okay, we're gonna connect the bottom, and we're gonna connect the bottom to the top eventually. But it's nice to know we know where we're coming from with the skin line, and it's nice to know where we're going to with the length adjusted to what it's supposed to be on top. Phase 4, the blend. Phase 5, the edge. Phase 6, enhancements and razor work. I got something messed up. So he said the original name's where it's at, man. I'm glad you guys feel the same way. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I didn't know who Nelk Boys were, and I thought I know of the Full Send podcast. I've never really watched it. I only watched like one episode, and I became very well aware who they were from the comments that were left on all those videos. And I don't really want to try to jack somebody else's name. That wasn't really my intention. I just thought that it was a cool name, and it wasn't original enough, I guess. And we're at a place where damn near every word has been taken. Damn near every thought has been had, and damn near every opinion has been expressed. And that's kind of where we are, as a society on the internet. But I'm grateful it's back, and I think it's time to really dive into these 6 phases. I really want to make them perfect. I really want these to be the best videos on the internet, stuff that people could refer to time and time again when they struggle. That's what I want them to be. This 6 phases video personally helped me using detachable clipper over comb and actual blending. I truly appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. He said you could do phase 7, detailing. But I believe if you really stick to you blend, there's really not a whole lot of detail. Oh yeah, that's the whole idea between I'm trying to teach you guys, and I'm trying to teach everybody a system that is very thorough. Like a system where you don't move on until the step is done. And then this way there isn't a whole lot of cleanup work, because cleanup work usually takes place towards the end of your blend, right? Towards the end of your blend, you're looking to get done and get to your next client, possibly, especially if you're on an appointment situation. So you might start to rush, and when you rush, that's when you make mistakes, and that's when either you send a client out with a bad cut, or it takes you a lot longer than you hoped to finish it and make it a good cut. So, that's kind of the thing. It's like, I don't want there to be a ton of cleanup work. And I agree, there probably could be a video on how to do that the right way. Like, for instance, when you're doing cleanup work, I would highly recommend that your cleanup work is done with a taper blade. That would probably make it a lot more forgiving. I would probably recommend that your taper blade, whatever you choose to do that with, I would recommend that you probably do it with a clipper that's not super strong, and it's going to punish you. Like the Saber is just such a great detail machine. It doesn't cut so fast that it punishes you. And then you could use maybe something like an Oster Fast Feed. That's a good machine that runs slow and it's forgiving. You could use a Ergo. Even the Ergo 2 is fine. They're not super powerful where they're punishing you. Those are great machines to use for detail, and that's why this is probably a good topic that we could probably drop a video on. So he said the feel is back. I love when you change your voice to the deep pitch. Welcome back to the YouTube Barber Academy. Yeah, except for I do that with voice effects. I don't actually do that myself normally. So He said, hey, go watch Eddie's Clipper Over Comb, Stacy. It's a really good video. It takes time. It's not easy. I struggle also. So, that's what it really boils down to. Like, you think about this. Like, how many tutorials most of the people in this room have watched? You guys have watched a lot of tutorials, I'm sure. And a lot of people who are watching this later, you've watched a lot of tutorials. You've tried to learn. But the problem is when you get into the shop or when you get to the cut, you start to have trouble. You lose all your confidence. You watch the tutorial, you get all hopped up. And then you hit the shop, you're ready to go, and then all of a sudden, like, everything you thought you knew starts to fall apart. And that's just because you watched somebody who was really good at what they do and made it look easy, so you thought that it would be easy when you went to go do it. Then you watch a video like one of mine, and you're like, damn, this dude's really breaking it down. He's explaining that this isn't going to be easy. This is something you're going to have to work for. And that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make videos that maybe at first you're like, God, this is kind of boring. I don't really want to watch this. And then you realize, like, hey, if I do watch this and I do listen to all the steps in here, I'm actually going to be good at this. I'm going to get good at this. It feels authentic and strong, dude. Thank you, man. I feel that too. Sirs NYT says, talk about money. What about money should we talk about? I mean, how much money is there in barbering? That's a good question. I'll just do something really easy. Let's say that haircuts were only $20, which that's not the case anymore. I don't know, how much is a haircut in your area? Sound off in the comments. How much is it for like a fade in your area? Just curious. Where you, and let me know where you live too, because it doesn't do me much good for you to tell me one without the other. All right, so let's just say that haircuts were only $20 a cut. And let's say that you did 20 a day, just to make the math easy. All right? And 20 a day is very easy to do. I mean, I've done over 20 a day for many years. I've been doing this almost 20 years, and probably for a good 10 or 15 of them, I would easily do 20. Sometimes the most I've ever done in a day was 39 cuts in a day. So 20 is a lot of work, but it's doable. So let's say 20 cuts a day, and let's say you're working 5 days a week. That's $400 a day. 20 times 20, 400. And 5 days a week, if you could do it 5 days a week, you'd be about $2,000 before expenses. So I'm not factoring in any tips. I'm not factoring in anything really. The fact is like my shop, I charge $40 a haircut, and everybody else in my shop charges $35 a haircut. So there's a lot more money there, than what I said in my estimation here. So I just figured, like, so you're saying 25 to 35 in Baltimore, 25 to 50 in Baltimore, and some people are over 100. Ultra Flower, I'm not sure where you're from, but you said 25 to 35, $30 in Canada, Sask Province. I can't wait till the Canadians let the border be open again to people who don't got the vaccine. I would love to go back to Canada. It's been many years, man. I grew up right on the border. I used to go there damn near once a week when I was younger. The barber next to me charges $16. He's been cutting hair for 40 years and has about 350 clients. That's so cheap. All right, so that bothers me, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right, you've been cutting hair for 40 years. You got all these clients. You charge only $16, right? Well, let's examine that. 350 clients is way too many clients for any one person to try to deal with. That's number one. Number two is you have to understand when to raise your prices. And this person, 40 years in, has not raised his prices. So there's supply and there's demand. All right. Obviously, the demand for him is very high if he has 350 people that want him to do it. And the supply, him, is very low. So the thing is this person probably could be charging triple without a problem. And yes, he'll lose 150 of those clients, but it won't matter because he'll be doing significantly less work. He could easily charge 60. What up, Tank? I see you. We talking about when it's time to raise your prices. You know, we as barbers, eventually you're gonna get to the point where there's more hair than you could possibly cut, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, and it's a beautiful thing, really, it is, because when I came over to the shop and I started the shop, and I bought this place, I had so many clients that followed me from my other shop. I mean, tons and tons and tons, right? And when I got over there, I began building more clients. So then I got my team, and everybody started working for me, and all that started happening. Well, the next thing you know, a lot of my clients that could not get in with me, they started integrating into the shop. So I had a lot of overflow, and the overflow has been great because it's really allowed some of my other barbers, some of my up and coming guys to get busy, and I tell all my clients that, I know it's kind of busy to get with me. I know it's kind of hard to get me, but all my other guys are great, and you can go to these other guys, and then when they do, this is the other thing that I find very important too, is I always go up, shake their hand, say hello, pick up where we left off on our last conversation when he was with me. And what I'm really doing is I'm letting him know it's okay. It's okay, because I have overflow in abundance, and it's not anything that I'm concerned about. I want this client to remain in the shop, and I want those around me, to be able to flourish as well. So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Rusty's in here. Tank charging $50 a cut. Lost clients when I went up, but I'm good. More free time. Yo, Tank, I gotta go to Austin. I know you in Texas. Where in Texas are you? I'm gonna be in Austin on soon. I don't know the exact date. May something. Yeah, you missed why I changed my name back. Yeah. But basically, I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. Tank, let me tell you something. Never change your name, bro. You got a dope name, and it's universal, and you could use it for everything. And I sort of wish I never changed my name the first time. It was Mr. Eddie Barber, but there's no way I'm going back to that. I built too much brand equity into this name, and it's got to be. It's me. It's authentic. It's something that it really represents what I've done on this channel, and I can't. I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and start another channel eventually, if I want to change the name. Oh, you in Houston? 3:30 in Houston. You know who that is? Benny the Butcher. 3:30 in Houston. Yeah, that's too far, man. Cause I'm gonna be in Austin only for one day, and I'm literally teaching a class, and I'm leaving that day. So it's just like I'm in and I'm out. He said he had to claim the only name that is preposterous. So first, he said, I didn't know who Full Send Blend was. Yeah, no, I know. It was gonna take time for that to catch on, and I'm not about that. Like, I think you got to stay that way. And the other thing that bothered me about it was I really didn't realize about the Nelk Boys and all this other stuff. And all I had to do was like keep seeing those comments, and I was just like, man, I don't want to feel like I'm swagger jacking anybody else. Like, I thought that the name would be cool. Like, I knew about the podcast, but I didn't know who those dudes were, and associate myself with that. I just didn't like it. I'm not trying to swagger jack nobody. I was just trying to come up with a cool name that I thought would resonate, and that was it. But it's hard to come up with a name. It's hard to come up with a name, and the fact that some other opportunities are presenting themselves that really relate to teaching and educating more, I just decided that, you know, this is me, this is who I am, and you know, if YouTube chooses to hide my channel from people because I'm, you know, my name or whatever, like, fuck them. I mean, really, I just don't care, because I know that the people who rock with me, the people who do watch my videos, those are real people. Like, these are not a bunch of bots. These are, you know, these are real people, and this is organic. This growth is organic. Like, I've not done anything to, you know, boost up my views or spread my thing to places where it don't belong. Like, this is just totally organic. Change your name straight to YouTube. Yep, I'm sure that'll be good. They'll probably hide you in a dungeon. They'll send them boys out, the body snatchers. He said, you have a side hustle in the shop? Yes, I have a side hustle. It's called YouTube, and it requires like a lot of my time. And to be honest, YouTube led to doing like professional videography, and I'm doing a lot of that as well. So it's a pretty full schedule. It's a pretty full plate, and there's some other things that are peeking on the horizon that I can't wait to tell you about once things, you know, become official. But the first step is this trip to Austin. So we'll see how things go, and we'll see how the curriculum develops. But no matter what, I'm gonna keep banging on this 6 phases. I feel kind of reignited with what all had happened yesterday. I'll share a little story with you guys before I go, because I think you'll find this funny. So I've been trying to get a tattoo of an eagle on my chest now for about a month, at least a month, and I'm in contact with a tattoo artist, and we're trying to make a plan, and we're trying to make this happen, right? Well, last night, actually it was the night before last, damn eagle jumped down onto my fence and started flapping his wings and shit right at me, right at my house. And I thought, if that ain't a damn sign, I definitely got to get this eagle tattooed now. I just thought that was funny, like, because it just feels like I don't know if things are supposed to get easier when you get older, but it just feels like things are falling into place. Everything that I want to do lately, I've been able to do. And I don't know if it's God or whatever, but, you know, thank God for all of it, because it's just one of those things, man, where we struggle in life for so long, and we grind and we work so hard, we feel like we're going nowhere. And then all of a sudden, man, things start to get easier. Money starts to get easier to make. Opportunities start to present themselves, and the universe just starts to kind of align itself. Like, I need I have one open chair at my barbershop, and I need to get somebody in here pretty soon to start working on that chair. So you know, without even really putting the word out, I got a person who I think is going to be really good, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna hit me up and wind up over here. And the funny thing is, if you've been rocking with the channel a long time, he's been on the channel a few times. Like almost everybody in my shop except for Chad, I had the pleasure of being their barber instructor. He said, "Let me ask you, would you hire a woman?" And I did hire a woman. I had Courtney in there for a long time, and she didn't work out, but she's a great person, and I think she's a great barber. She just you know, she just went a different way. So it's not like I wouldn't hire a woman. It's just I'm trying to. I'll tell you what I really want. I want somebody who is coming here for more than just learning, like more than just cutting hair. And this is the reason, because we have a sizable YouTube, we have a sizable amount of reach, and we have a lot of video skills here. And if anybody wants to come and work here, you could be setting yourself up for a really good future. And I'm not talking about cutting hair and standing behind the chair for the rest of your life. I'm talking about like building something like a YouTube channel that could provide you money like mine does. You know, I'm this close to being able to go full time, and it's all because I put this work in on this YouTube channel. So the next person I get, yo, Aunt the Barber's in the house. What up, man? He said, I'm up early. Why not watch some Eddie? You know, this is Good Morning. This is Good Morning Barber America, right? But that's what I'm saying. So the person that I get next is, you know, the person that I had to check the time. I got clients supposed to be here. I'm 10 minutes early, which is way later than I normally am. But the person that I want next, I'm basically saying that, like, I want somebody who's willing to learn either how to do YouTube and get dedicated to filming content. It doesn't necessarily have to be YouTube. It could be any of the social media stuff, but I want somebody who's going to dedicate themselves to that, because I had the ability to help push them. They can help push me. We can push each other. So that's the next person that I want. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're on time, you're already 15 minutes late. That's how I feel. My client's not here though. I just peeked in. It's just a senior cut, so it shouldn't really be setting me back too far. So yeah, that's about it, guys. We got the educational opportunities coming up. And that trip to Austin, I'm definitely going to vlog that. So I'm going to bring you guys with me. We're going to have some fun. Oh, my client is here. Mark, how you doing, buddy? Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right with you. You wearing a beard? What's going on here? You an undercover now? No, I've been off for that. They don't fit? Because I keep getting jacked? That's it, baby. I'm not over there. Where you going? I've just been going to my community gym. But I'm getting swole, dude. I'm filling out. What's that? You got a mullet? Yeah, I do. You're not growing one? You could be the only cop with a mullet. Hey, you like that chair? Listen, hey, you guys want to see the new chairs? Check them out. Check them out, y'all. Bam. Everybody's got these top tier chairs in here.
Top tier barbers, top tier chairs.
Except for that one, because it came broken. I gotta say though, as nice as these chairs are, man, this company's pissing me the fuck off. So it's just like they send you a broken chair, right? I recommend to you guys, if you guys are gonna buy this chair, buy the shit from Amazon, man. Do not go direct to Barber Pub. These people have been giving me the runaround. How would you like it? They send you a chair that you pay over $1,000 for. It arrives broke. This is not a storage unit. So I'm obviously pissed off. And I call them. They give me the runaround. Go to corporate. Fill out this form. Send this. Send that. Do this. Do that. And I'm like, yo, it's broken, man. Just send me the part. Like, send me the part or send me the freaking chair. They send you the part. And then you realize you got to take apart about 50 bolts just to fix this. So now I'm working for them. And it's not even, I'm not even getting any money out of it. It's just really, really terrible customer service. Real terrible. Unfortunately, because I spent stupid money, almost $8,000 to get these chairs. So you would think that they would be, you know, you'd think that they would be cool, but no, they're not. But all right, you guys, I got about 3 minutes to get ready for my client. So I'm gonna set up my stuff. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me this morning. It feels good to say this is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, and thank God I got my name back. It was like a bad dream. Let's pretend it never happened. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Peace.